Okay, this is take 3 in the bathroom here. I'm showing a new setup for my old GoPro cameras. These are the Hero Session 5. They're a tiny little camera, really durable, and they take great action shots. Most of the videos that I have in my YouTube channel were shot, from the bicycle, were shot using these cameras. Now, they were tied, the cameras are generally tied to the handlebars of the bike. But now we've got these helmet straps that can tie to your helmet. So it's one more reason why you want to have a helmet, right? The reason I upgraded from these cameras to, from the GoPro Session 5, Hero Session 5, to the GoPro 10, which is quite a big leap. There's, they go 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I got the 10 is because of significant improvements in image stabilization and overall quality and some other kinds of things too. The image stabilization is probably one of the biggest reasons why I upgraded, because the new cameras are like super smooth. This ones are a little jittery when you put it tied to the bike and you're going down a bumpy road or something. You see the camera kind of, going a little bit like that. Not a lot, but enough to make it a little bit annoying. But still, I used it for a whole bunch of videos, and those videos are extremely popular. You could tie it to your head, because your head is going to be more stable than the bike, right? You're going to hold your head in any which way you want, regardless of how the bike is bouncing around on the road. After a while, you get to be a pro, and you can aim this thing wherever you want, with a little bit of practice and seeing what you have. There's no monitor for you to see or anything like that. So you're going to be taking photos blind, but that's kind of what I have to do with the GoPro 10 too, because if I use the monitor and everything, then the battery gets drained really fast. You know what I mean? So what I do is push the button. There's a button on top of here. See that red button there? When you push that once, you probably can hear it. You hear that beep? Okay, and then there's a red light, right? You can't see the red light maybe from from the helmet, but you can definitely hear the beep. And with a little bit of practice, you'll get used to it. So then you get used to the pattern, right? So you push it on, push it off. What you don't want to do is have really long, sequences. You want a lot of little tiny clips. Little tiny clips, many of them. So I run the camera for as little as 5 or 10 seconds, sometimes on average probably more like 20 seconds. But I don't know, if I get up to a 1 minute thing, that's really getting on the long side that I know I'm going to have to cut down in the editing phase. So what you want to do is just go ahead and, when you see something, you're going down the road, you see people, you're about ready to cross a bridge, you're going to go through some interesting twisty turn or down a big hill, where you look like you're going to die. Then you just instinctively get ready to push the button and start it and get going. And within 20 seconds, the whole experience is over. You just shut that thing off. If you do that, you can run for probably about 2 hours total. So it's going to be like a 4-hour ride or something. You just keep going to get your camera shots. You have a 128 gigabyte a micro SD card in there, so you have lots of storage space. So if you can't download it right away or get it stored away somewhere else, you can always leave it right there. The biggest challenge is going to be keep that battery charged, because after the time is up, you're going to end up at the campsite. You've got to charge this thing, and then you've got your cell phone to charge. You got other devices to charge also. Why do we want to have so many images and videos and all that? Well, you have many things that you're doing while you're actually taking the tour with, your customer. I'm the customer in this case, but I'm also the boss, right? So your customer is always the boss. So you want to always make sure you do what they want you to do in a way, but you're also the expert. You're going to tell them, you're going to help them get the real experience out there in the forest. But part of the way that you're going to get your customers is to get constant updates on your blog of the latest videos that you've shot that really are mind-blowing. That's the part of the job, is marketing yourself. In addition to taking your customers through and then dropping off bikes that you've sold at retail, you know, and you've got a few euros off of that, selling some fat tire bike to a guy up to a merchant upriver who needs that kind of equipment, and then you're carrying the equipment for the clients, and eventually you're going to have to furnish the bikes for them too, because they don't want to fly in like I do carrying 3 or 4 bikes. To get an inventory that you keep at the hotel of really top end, super good equipment, not junky stuff. And then you take people out, and part of the experience for them is to have it on video. So at the end, you have an additional charge, you know, something else that you can sell to them, which you keep the rights to, or you can sell the rights too. You can have a double price. They want the discount price. They get, it for, on a subscription basis or something. You have to cook that up yourself. I'm not the businessman here. I'm retired. You guys are the ones that have to work.